My name is what? My name is who? My name is Lily J Beauty. Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a look using the NYX In Your Element Earth palette. It's like a dark green smoky eye. If you want to see how I got this look, don't go anywhere. First, I'm going to take my NYX No Filter Blurring Primer and put that on my forehead, my nose, my chin, and my cheek, and then whatever's left. Next, I'm taking my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation in the shade 210, and just like 2 pumps of that. Then I'm taking my Morphe Y6 brush, foundation brush. Then I'm going in with concealer. I'm taking the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer in the shade Beige. Then I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape in Fair Neutral and using that to highlight my face. And now I'm taking a little mini beauty sponge and just blending that. Now I'm going back in with the same brush I used for foundation and just going over top of that to kind of blend the two together. I'm taking my Too Faced Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Setting Powder and taking that same sponge I used, dipping it in there, and just pressing that in to where I put the concealer. Now I'm going to do eyebrows. Okay. I'm taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in the shade Medium Brown, and I just took both of the caps off of it. So one side has a spoolie and one side has the product coming out. I'm going to take the side with the spoolie and just brush out my eyebrow and get it kind of like the shape that I would want my actual eyebrow to be. I'm going to start at the base of my eyebrow, drawing a thin line all the way towards the tail. Also drawing in my arch. After I've done that, I'm just gonna brush it out again. And I'm gonna start in the middle of my eyebrow, on the top though, and do little light strokes and create the tail. Now see, that looks wonky, so I'm just gonna take my spoolie and erase what I did. Now after you've done that, you're just gonna fill it in like you normally would, starting at the tail with light strokes, going in towards the front. Now once I get towards the front, keep in mind the whole time I'm doing my eyebrows, I'm combing them through just so they look a little bit more natural. And I'm doing upward strokes in the front of my eyebrow. And then I just brush those. Oh, this brow is actually so good. Look at it.
Pop it, babe.
That's bomb AF. Okay. Now once I finish drawing in the brow, I take my Benefit Gimme Brow, which is just like a brow setter in the shade number 3, and it's just a tiny little spoolie brush. And I just comb that through my eyebrows to set all the hairs in place. And I like comb them in the direction I want them. And then when I get to the front, I just do it like a little bit upward, just so they're not like super flat. And I'm going to finish the other one. Now that my brows are fleeking, I know they don't look exactly the same, but they always say eyebrows are sisters, not twins. And mine are like distant cousins, but it's okay. Now I'm going into eyes. First I'm going to prime my eyes with my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. Then I just rub that in with my finger. And to set my eyeshadow primer, I'm going to go back in with that same face powder that I used. And you should always set your eyeshadow primer so your eyeshadows will blend better. And I'm doing this with a Morphe E13 brush. And I'm just dusting that all over my eyelid. Doing that on both sides. Now I'm going in with the NYX In Your Element Earth palette. Here's what it looks like. 12 shades. They all have very earthy tones. Here's what the front looks like. Yeah, I'm going to take just like a fluffy brush. This is the one that comes in the Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. And I'm taking the shade, that orangey shade right here. And I'm going to use that as my transition shade. And I'm just blending that into my crease. I'm taking a Mikasa Beauty E300 brush, which is just like a giant fluffy brush. And I'm going into this green shimmery shade. And I know you're not supposed to put shimmers in your crease, but we're just gonna do it for the sake of the eye look. And I'm putting that into my crease as well. We're almost like covering up that orange that I put down with the green. And then I'm gonna take a Morphe R39 brush, this dark green shade, and I'm going to put that in my crease. I'm actually going to take this and put it all over my eyelids, but I'm just blending it into the creases. Okay, now, I don't know if you can tell, but along like my lash line, it's really hard to get shadow into there. I'm not really sure why, but I'm just gonna take a Morphe M432, and it's literally just like a flat, I don't wanna say it's a flat liner brush, it's like a flat concealer brush. I'm gonna go into this reddish shade right here, and I'm gonna put that almost like an eyeliner on, like right above my lash line. Okay, now that just adds a little bit of warmth, but it's not like overwhelming, and it's not like a full wing liner or anything like that. Now we're gonna start with the lower lash line, and I'm taking a Morphe M506 brush, and I'm going into this orange shade and just tapping the very, very like end of the brush into that, and I'm just gonna blend that all along my lower lash line. And now I'm taking that same M432 flat concealer brush, and I'm going into the dark green shade that we used. And I'm gonna line that like super tightly to my lower lash line. Okay, now we're almost done with the eyes. I'm gonna go in with mascara now, and I'm using my Tarte Lights Camera Flashes mascara and my Urban Decay Perversion mascara. I'm gonna start out with my Tarte mascara and just put that all over my lashes. And then I'm going in with my Urban Decay mascara and layering that on top of it like almost immediately so I can have more volume to my lashes. Then I'm going back in with my Tarte mascara. And yeah, now I'm taking my Tarte mascara and I'm gonna do my lower lashes. And now I'm gonna move on to face makeup. First, I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and just dust off all the powder. I left that powder there the whole time, just in case that this eyeshadow had any fallout. It would fall onto the powder and not into my foundation, so it's easier to like brush away. Now I'm going to bronze my face. I'm taking a Morphe R2 brush and my Urban Decay Beached Bronzer in the shade Bronzed, which looks like this. And I'm just gonna put that from the top of my ear, like along my cheekbone. I like to make circular motions also, just so it's not like a big chunk of bronzer. Now I'm gonna bronze up my forehead, and I'm just going into the top of my hairline. This gives the illusion that I have a smaller forehead. Kind of just brings everything down. Next, I'm going to do highlighter, and I actually have never used this highlighter, and I know it looks like I have because it looks a little wonky, but it's just fun to play with. Like, it has like a putty texture. This is the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek, I guess, powder. It's supposed to be a highlighter in the shade Lunch Money. Ooh, I have an idea. Maybe if I take my beauty sponge that I use and just like rub, yep, and just pat that on. Well, that's really pretty. And I'm gonna take the side that I have no like highlighter on at all and kind of just blend that around. And then I'm going to just take my finger, put a little bit on my nose, the tip of my nose, and then straighten. And then I'm taking a pencil brush and going in that and putting that in my inner corner. Now I'm gonna bake underneath my bronzer. So I'm gonna go back into my powder. Now I'm going to do blush. And I'm taking my Tarte Blush Bazaar palette and I'm going into the shades Dainty and Skillful. Tapping off the excess, tapping it on my hand, and then just blending that in between the highlight and the bronzer. After the first couple initial swipes, I like to then go and like pat it in. I know that looks a little bit intense right now. Then I'm gonna go and take the brush I used to wipe away my powder, and I'm just gonna lightly brush that over to kind of diffuse the blush a little bit. And now we move on to lips. Today for my lips, I'm taking the Fenty Beauty Mademoiselle lipstick in the color Spanked. I'm just gonna put that all over my lips. And now once I have my lips all set, I'm gonna brush away powder under my cheeks. And then I'm gonna set my face with my Ofra Makeup Fixer and do a light spritz of that. And then I'm just taking this Mikasa Beauty Puff and pressing in all the powder in. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, even though I'm the most mediocre person on here.